Chapter 45. It was 1:30 a.m. Sunday. Dan's eyelids crept closed. He needed coffee, donuts, or something to keep awake. This Malik guy wasn't enough to stimulate him during these late hours. But his tired demeanor actually worked with the game he and Rick played. It made Dan appear as the calm, peaceful cop. Rick's caffeinated jitters created nice contrast. The Indian man repeated in a frustrated, quivering voice, "They are volunteers. We are doing legitimate research. I do not understand why the FBI has to be involved." Rick asked, "Why do you keep repeating that they're volunteers? Is it because they're not?" "What?" Rick mimicked. "What? What are you talking about? I am just stating the legitimacy of Project X." "What are you talking about? I'm just stating my understanding." Malik's face grew red. He turned to Dan. "Why does your partner keep repeating me? It is insulting. It is like talking to a goddamn 2-year-old. This is where Dan had to play it cool, not to give away Rick's technique, despite it being obvious anyways, yet not to pop out of his role as good cop. "I can't control Rick. He's got a mind of his own. Look, I think he's simply interested in the truth." "What else can I say to make you understand? I have no reason to lie." His eyes twitched nervously around the room, rather than holding Dan's eyes with sincerity. He couldn't identify just what it was about the Indian man, but he liked the man less as the night progressed. Perhaps it was based on years in the FBI of refining an intuition of the evil within people. "You see, Malik, Rick's been lied to an awful lot, so he's jaded." Then, as an afterthought, he added, "He's a good agent, though." Rick smiled. "Thanks." He pulled the jar of moths from the other side of the table close to him and began twisting the lid. "Bullshit! Look what he's doing! Are you going to let him threaten me?" "Like I said, I can't control Rick much. I can just influence him sometimes. It's part of his jadedness. People have really betrayed his trust. We all have to work together here." "I am working," Malik screeched. "I am telling." "Where's the lab of Project X?" "That is unknown even to me." Rick unscrewed the lid further, his spiked hair trembling with every twist. "Stop him!" "Only you can, Malik," Dan said calmly. "You need to get him to believe you. You see, he's used to lies. Everybody tells him lies." I know," his words spilled desperately out. "You told me." "I think even his mother lied to him." "I am not lying." Rick raised the lid of the jar carefully to release one more moth. It darted to Malik's head, causing him to gasp. Then it flitted to the light above, where it and other moths cast giant shadows throughout the room. "You are both lunatics. I want out of here. I have done no wrong." Dan was losing his good cop role and nodded to Rick to tighten the lid closed. He obligated, begrudgingly. "Do you think we're idiots, Malik?" "We already know where the lab is," Dan lied, hoping the man would disclose that information if he believed it unnecessary to hide. They had deduced a general location of the lab from the broken phone message from the woman and the papers confiscated from Malik's home but they needed more precise directions. And we know you know, so how do you expect my partner to act? Of course he's going to mix questions we know with some we don't. It's a test. Like I said, he's already distrustful. Earning trust is essential. He looked at the moths flying above to subtly actuate his words. I am telling you, Malik whined. The lab location is kept secret from me. Like I said, we already know. Rick rose from his seat and waved his hands high in the air, attempting to catch a moth. He even jumped a couple of times, thumping his 220-pound body weight. Rick, come on, sit back down. We don't need to do this. That is right, Malik agreed. I am telling the truth. Rick climbed up onto his chair and scooped the air with his hands. I think Malik's going to cooperate, Dan posed. Let's just settle down. Listen to him, Malik screeched. And finished the interview. But Rick persisted. They're feisty little creatures. No wonder people don't like 'em. They come out at night like vampires. But why are they drawn to light of all things? He leaned to the left so hard, scooping air, that he looked like he would fall on Malik. They come out and search for light. What the hell kind of stupid thing is that? If they want light, why don't they wake up in the day? There's plenty of light then. It's like they're not comfortable in the dark. I don't get it. Malik's lungs pumped during Rick's sermon. His neck veins throbbed. His worried eyes told Dan he didn't like to even discuss moths. But all that escaped his lips was, "Fuck you!" Why don't they just stay in the shadows? Why go to the fucking light? What are they looking for? Will someone please give me answers? I'm starting to really get pissed. How about you, Mal? You know why they seek the light, sometimes to their demise? I just don't get it. Why not stay in the safe dark? Malik focused on the floor. Sweat glistened on his forehead. When are you going to shut up? When are you going to answer? They want something. I do not know. I am not a botanist. Sure, they want something, but what? How should I know? He looked at Dan with pleading eyes. Get me out of here. Soon, Dan said with steady composure, hoping to contrast with Malik's desperation, to highlight the man's weak, inferior position. You just need to establish trust. Ask a few more questions. Finally, Rick captured a moth within cupped hands. I can feel its hairy wings against my skin. I can't imagine what it feels like in the ear canal. His eyes widened and sparkled with ecstasy as he sat back down and scooted his chair closer to Malik, so close that their shoulders touched. One of Malik's eyelids began to spasm. Rick continued in an excited, high-pitched tone. It's so ornery. It wants to get out of this dark confinement, to go back to the light. But to do what? Die? What kind of creature wants the light so bad it'll fly to a scalding bulb? I just don't get this. The Indian began a low peal. I saved it, and it's fighting to get back to the light again. This makes no sense. Can you help me here, Mal? Huh? Can you? I told you, you fucking idiot. I don't know. Why the fuck don't you not hear me? His body trembled. I think he really wants to know about the lab, Dan said with equanimity. Rick's eyes gleamed. He brought his cupped hands to Malik's ear. Can you hear it? The Indian strained his neck away. It wants to escape only to go into the light that will kill it. This goes against the survival instinct. What's that about? Reality, you fucking idiot!